Hi, how you doing? We are continuing Dragon Quest XI S. Let's get to it. Oh, 2 seconds, let me grab my drinks. Okay. Right. I need a key.
Luminary. Seedlings found, guidance granted. This scent, old scent, familiar. Elder? Scent of Morkant. Well,
Yosan tells a little girl Trap about the visions the sacred seed marines showed him and his companions.
suspected, but did not know. Morkant's sorcery was great. greatest, perhaps, but his heart torn. Never satisfied. Always craving more. More power. Too much. Now you go to meet with Serenica. Gift for you.
So this will get us into Serenica's tower, will it? Thank you very much, Elder Eagletap.
Send regards to Serenica. Eagle taps. Regards.
It worked. That's grand. Let's go and meet Serenica, shall we? Come on, laddie. We've a date with Destiny.
Okay, so even though I opened that technically in the future, it's still open. That's good to know.
Serenica.
Serenica? This is not a name I know. State your purpose here.
The Dark One has returned, and, well, we need you to give us the power to save the world.
Save the world.
Do you remember this, Serenica? This was your flute.
I know it. But from where? The memory is faint, but... Yes. It is there. And yet, the flute I remember was different, mightier. It can play but one melody, but it is a great one, a sacred one, a song of awakening, a song handed down through the years.
I think we know that song. Veronica?
Mm-hmm. Rejoice! Rejoice! The time is come! Arise! Awaken, Holy One!
We offer unto you the skies.
Fly free once more! Arise! Arise!
That's cool.
Oh, Sadesha, darling, you're looking just fabulous. A vision. Literally.
Long have I waited, since the time
last great clash with Kalasmos.
She spoke to us.
Shh. I think she's trying to tell us something.
But know this. The Dark One is powerful beyond imagining. A trial awaits you. Beneath once mighty Svardsrust. A means to test thy mettle ere the final fight begins. Go to him. Go to Drustan. And when the time comes, when you would pierce the wall that guards him, I stand ready to serve thee.
Ah, a wee practice scrap or two before the main event sounds like just what we need. I reckon we could do worse than pay Svardsrust a visit.
He's right. This is one battle we can't be too prepared for. Let's go get fighting fit before we take him down.
Aw, that's kind of sad. I come here for ellipses. I had to know what she would say. Alright. I haven't been to Cobblestone yet. Oh wait, let me save first. Welcome home, yo son. Have you come back to see how we're getting on? Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. When we first got back here and saw the state of the place, things felt pretty hopeless. But giving up isn't the Cobblestone way, is it? We all pulled together and started to rebuild the place, brick by brick. Well, I say we all pulled together, but aren't all that many of us. We could really do with a little help. Wait, I've just had a great idea. Listen, yo son, you must have met lots of people traveling all around the world, right? Well, I know you're busy, and I hate to ask, but if you meet folks who are at a loose ends and might be able to help us rebuild the village, do you think you could send them our way? Great. Thank you so much, yo son. Now I've been making a little list of kinds of people who we need. First off, we'll be wanting merchants who can get us the supplies we need to rebuild the village. I'm talking about the kind of people who can get a hold of anything, you know, like dirt up in Heliodor. And we're going to need some rough and tough types who can guard the place. I was thinking of maybe some big, muscly folks like fighters you hear about over in Octagonia. They'd be just a ticket, I reckon. But it takes more than brawn to build a village. We'll need brains as well. Apparently there's this famous fellow who knows everything in a place called Hodo. It'd be great to have him on board. And last but not least, if we're making a fresh start, we need a cute mascot. Really? Well, you've got to keep everyone's spirits up. I heard about a very lovable sacred beast from the frozen north that could be a goer. Well, that's enough for you to be getting on with. If you see any folks like that, let them know they'd be very welcome in Cobblestone. And thanks, Yo-san. We all really appreciate your help. Okay. Let's see, I've already been to Heliodor City. I haven't been downtown yet. Yeah. And here I was thinking this was the perfect spot. Hang about. You ain't who I thought you were. I thought we made sad rubbled at me. We're playing hide and seek, you see. But if some bloke with a silly hairdo can just happen across me like that, I can't be idling very well, can I? Ah, must be losing me touch. It sounds like I'm gonna have to up me game, and that means getting some tips from one and only idol and seek master. Only problem is he's a right pain to find, as you might expect. But I've got a perfect plan. I'm gonna get you to find him for me. You do that for me, wouldn't ya? Well, wouldn't ya? 10 mini medals, yes I would. Nice one. Now this all-time idol and seek master I'm talking about ain't gonna be easy to track down. But I happen to know he's somewhere in Octagonia. Head to the orphanage there and have a sniff around. The kids there are pretty into their seek. So they should be able to point you in the right direction. I knew you'd be coming to Mistress Bez before long. I saw it in the stars, didn't I? Now, I used to make a decent living telling fortunes and flogging a little old holy water on the side. But since them flippin' monsters went and got loads tougher, the holy water stopped working. That meant people stopped buying it, and I've been losing sleep ever since. I don't want to end up on the streets, do I? Anyway, I took a little look at what's up ahead and I see me knight in shining armor. He was a silky-haired lad with a kind heart who was keen as mustard to find me the divine dew I need to power up the merchandise and get me business back on its feet. So come on, darling. What do you say? I knew you'd say that. Nothing gets past the magnificent Mistress Bev. Now clear out your lug goals and listen up. Divine dew comes rolling off the leaves of none other than the world tree itself. according to what I saw in the crystal ball, there are all these waterfalls and little ponds up in the first forest. If you ever poke around there, you're bound to find some. Go and find some divine dew and bring it back to Mistress Bev. I know you'll do it. It's written in the stars. Oh wait, no. Total quest period. 15 pages. Yeah, if I need to grind later, I'll do these side quests, but I don't mind picking them up on recording. You're a pretty tough customer, I can tell. I bet you've been in your fair share of battles over the years, haven't you? Well, if there's one thing I love, it's discussing mighty warriors and sharing tales of daring do. But it takes two to tango, and mighty warriors are nothing without monsters to cross swords with. And it just so happens I've heard of a beauty. It's called Harmicius, and it rules over an army of Bilhas from atop the Hodo steppe. I've been hearing terrific things about how tough it is, but I want to hear from someone with first-hand experience. Will you go and fight it for me? I knew it. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Now let me tell you everything I know. As I mentioned, he lives on the Hodo steppe, that's south of Mount Fuji, on some kind of high plateau. But he only shows himself to those who can prove themselves strong enough. And to do that, you'll need to beat up a load of his Bilha minions. And I'll go and lure him out so you can come back and tell me all about it. I want to hear all the gory details. Good luck. I know you can do this. You must help one's husband. One's dearest darling Derek has been abducted by monsters. One witnessed the entire dreadful affair. A great squawking bird picked him up and flew him off to that rocky spire near Cobblestone. Okay. It's all coming together. Let's go to the castle. There's been a bit of fuss at the castle of late. Folks keep seeing a weird shadowy thing floating about the place. It doesn't seem like it means any harm, but no one knows what it is, so people are a little uneasy, which is understandable, I suppose. I just heard that it appeared in the garden in the central courtyard. The maid screamed and ran for her life, apparently. What in the world can it be? Hello. A dark form hovers in the air under the tree. What is this thing? It seems very interested in that tree for some reason. I wonder what it wants. Wait a sec. Is it just me, or is that weird thing wrapped around the tree glowing? I think you should take a closer look, Yo-san.
Why is it that you always thought yourself so much better than me? Why was it always you who was given the golden opportunities? Why was it always you who got just what you wanted? Why? Tell me why! Well, no more. I will be second best no longer. You will outdo me no longer, Hendrik. This time, it is I who have been chosen, and you who will fade into obscurity.
Huh? So, what did we just see?
At the end there, that looked like the throne room in Heliodor. The place was a ruin. And that man Hendrik was doing battle with. Could it have been Jasper?
I cannot say for certain. Yet I have seen that scene before. Somewhere. This shadow, could it have something to do with the visions we just witnessed? Come, we must go after it.
It is gone. Something gave me a sense I was looking at the dresser. Of course, this is a desert behind which lies the passage to the king's chambers. Only two people besides the king have ever known of existence. I am one, and Jasper was the other. When we were boys, we would often get up to no good. We hatched a plan to sneak into the king's chambers, and he discovered it and reprimanded us severely. Truly, those were happy times. Jasper and I made a solemn vow that we would protect the kingdom together, and I truly believe that we would. No matter. Now we are here, and that shade must have led us here for a reason. It is trying to tell me something. Yo, son, we must go to Jasper's old room. There's something I need to see. It's a well-known journal, the entries written in a neat hand. It is a month now since Hendrik returned from his hanging in Puerto Valor. In that short time he has grown tall, and his bearing is now very much that of a knight. I asked that he spar with me, but I was no match for him. No longer is he merely physically stronger. His sword skills have been honed to an extraordinarily high degree, but it was not his blows that hurt me most. No, it was the way he reached out his hand with a smile to help me up after he knocked me to the ground, just as he did when we were children. While he was training, I was not idle. I threw myself into my studies, devouring tome after tome on military strategies. But it is never enough. Yet again, he has surpassed me. We vowed to serve and protect the kingdom together, but perhaps he has forgotten this. Or does he view it as a childish promise, best consigned to the past with memories of all we shared? But I have not forgotten. I still imagine us fighting alongside the king to defend the honor of Heliodor. I will not let that dream die. I will do all I can to make it a reality. So this is Jasper's journal. He writes what his pride would never allow him to say. I must confess, I had no idea this was how he felt. I see now that the darkness that consumed his heart began to gather much sooner than I cared to realize. I see now how my actions must have hurt him. If I am not mistaken, the apparition will appear next in the banqueting hall. Might I request we go there and see if my intuition is correct?
It has been years now, since that fateful day, when the darkness first descended and tragedy befell Dundrasil, your home. Jasper and I stood together at the head of the force that succeeded in driving back the monsters and escorting King Carnelian to safety. Little did we know that the man we strove so hard to protect had already been possessed by the fiend Mordegon. Upon our return, His Majesty made me a general for my deeds that day. But I did not rescue him alone. Without Jasper's bravery, all would have been lost. I urged the king to recognize my old friend's valor, but he paid me no heed. Jasper was not rewarded for his bravery. He was ignored, ostracized. This must have been Mordegon's plan all along. To wound Jasper, let the darkness fester in his heart, then use that resentment for his own ends. Why could I not see what my master had become? And why was I so blind to the darkness consuming Jasper's soul? It is you. Come. We must see where it leads us next. I sense it has something important to tell us. We sparred here back when we were young. Jasper, show yourself.
They say those the monsters take before they've finished their business in this life come back as bitter black spirits. Looks like that's what we're dealing with here. Aye, it's Jasper, like as not.
Why? Why did this happen to me?
I'm sensing a horrible, ugly hatred. Careful, everyone.
I don't usually make it my business to fight vengeful spirits, but something tells me we don't have much choice. Let's do this.
This is not your fight. I must face him alone.
Hendrik, that's not the man you knew. It's nothing more than the darkness he left behind him.
A darkness I helped create. A darkness I must destroy. Alone. Let us bring this to an end.
Come, Jasper. It is time at last.
Jasper, I must put an end to your suffering, once and for all.
To think that you have fallen so far.
Ooh.
More here.
So this is the power of the darkness.
Shit. No, this is not over. Henrik's strength is restored. Oh, do I just have to do this until... Yeah.
Jasper, I must put an end to your suffering, once and for all.
That you have fallen so far. So this is the power of darkness.
Damn. Okay, I'm not strong enough for this fight yet. Why did I do that? Alright, I'm gonna call this episode here. I saved it for this. Thanks for watching.
Jasper,
I appreciate
I must put
it.
an end to your suffering, once and for all.
And I will come back to this boss fight when I am stronger. Peace.